The hadith is in al-Bukhari and Muslim. عن عبد الله بن عمر رضي الله عنهما, on the authority of Abdullah ibn Umar, then the Messenger صلى الله عليه وسلم said, ألا كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. Each of you is a shepherd and each of you is responsible for his flock. فالإمام الذي على الناس راع وهو مسؤول عن رعيته. The Imam who is over the people is a shepherd and he is responsible for his flock. So he has to rule by the ruling of Allah Azza wa Jal. Yes? And according to the people that are spreading the madhab of the Kharijites, they say if he doesn't rule by other than the ruling of Allah Azza wa Jal, then he is a kafir. So we say according to this hadith, you're gonna make takfir by the millions now, by the millions. Why? Let's continue the hadith. So the Messenger said, وَالرَّجُلُ رَاعٍ عَلَى أَهْلِ بَيْتِهِ وَهُوَ مَسْئُولٌ عَنْ رَعِيَّتِهِ. So he said, a man is a shepherd in charge of the inhabitants of his household and he is responsible for his flock. A woman, the Messenger continues and says, a woman is a shepherdess in charge of her husband's house and children and she is responsible for them. And a man's slave is a shepherd in charge of his master's property and he is responsible for it. So each of you is a shepherd and each of you is responsible for his flock. Al-Bukhari and Muslim. So that means, because he started with the Imam and then the man and then the woman, and that means if we don't rule by the ruling of Allah Azza wa Jal, according to what they are saying, just like the Imam is responsible and he's mas'ul on his ra'iyya, I am also responsible and I'm mas'ul from my ra'iyya, and so is my wife, and so on and so forth. So what this means is what? This means that all of us are kuffar then. Everyone who rules by other than the rule of Allah Azza wa Jal is a kafir then. So if someone he says, the ruling of Allah, I know that the ruling of Allah Azza wa Jal is that we shouldn't do, let's say eat riba, take riba, or we shouldn't do a mixed party at the house. Because the ruling of Allah Azza wa Jal is that this is haram. And now you're saying, no problem, it's okay, let them do it, let them have fun. So you are ruling by other than the ruling of Allah Azza wa Jal. Are you a kafir? Don't go make takfir by the millions. Ya ikhwa, we are warning against people that when they get this thinking, ya ikhwa, we receive these questions, you don't. We receive people, they talk to us. His profile is, he's sitting and he has, I don't know, and he's not Arab, by the way, he doesn't speak Arabic, and he has like a turban and he has a gun in his hand, and they send a message, you are kuffar, you are, because of this thinking, ya ikhwa, these are the people that go and do crimes and murder and so on and so forth, and they blow things up and blow themselves up, and because of this thinking, he starts thinking his father is a kafir, his mother is a kafir, all society is a kafir, they are all kuffar, they don't rule by the ruling of Allah, they do this which is haram, and they do that which is haram, they don't make takfir of the taghut. The taghut is everything that, all the rulers that rule by other than the ruling of Allah Azza wa Jal. This is their logic. They say the rulers nowadays, they are not Muslims. We say, why? They say, because they don't rule by the ruling of Allah Azza wa Jal. And because you don't make takfir of them, then we will make takfir of you as well. And he ends up, 5 people, his gang, they are the only Muslims on the face of the earth. Kharijites, ya ikhwa. Kharijites. This is what we're warning against. طيب,